Seniors, eat these 5 vegetables to repair your kidneys and lower creatinine. Are you a senior struggling with high creatinine levels and no clear guidance from your doctor on what to eat? You're not alone. Many older adults hear they need to lower creatinine, but never get real food-based solutions. The truth is, your kidneys don't show warning signs until serious damage has already happened, and by then, your creatinine is likely high. Unlike other organs, kidneys suffer silently. But here's the good news. You can repair your kidneys naturally, starting with what's on your plate. Studies from top institutions like Stanford and the University of Michigan confirm that certain vegetables contain powerful compounds that help lower creatinine levels, reduce kidney inflammation, and ease the load on your filtration system. Over time, this can protect your kidneys, improve lab results, and even help prevent dialysis. As a doctor with over 15 years of experience treating kidney and blood pressure issues, I've seen firsthand how choosing the right vegetables can lower creatinine, reduce swelling, improve urine flow, and support kidney repair. That's why, in this video, I'll walk you through 5 powerful vegetables that can help repair your kidneys and naturally lower creatinine levels step by step. You'll learn exactly how much to eat, the best ways to prepare them, common mistakes to avoid, and one bonus habit that can boost the results even more. So, if you are ready to start doing something today that actually supports your kidneys from the inside, you are in the right place. Let's begin by talking about one hydrating vegetable that most people already know, but often miss out on using the right way. First up is cucumber. Cucumber is one of the most underestimated vegetables when it comes to kidney health, yet it holds immense value, especially for older adults trying to manage creatinine levels. This vegetable is made up of nearly 95% water, which plays a crucial role in flushing out waste products from the body through urine. When the kidneys are stressed, having a high water content food like cucumber helps dilute toxins, making it easier for the kidneys to filter them out. Per cup of sliced cucumber, you are getting around 16 calories, a modest dose of potassium at 193 milligrams, about 4% of your daily vitamin K needs, and small but supportive traces of magnesium. Each of these nutrients serves a role. Potassium, in small controlled amounts, supports fluid balance in the body. Vitamin K helps reduce vascular calcification, which is often a risk in people with kidney issues, and magnesium helps reduce inflammation inside the renal tubules. What makes cucumber even more useful is its anti-inflammatory effect on the kidneys. When creatinine builds up, that usually points to some level of kidney inflammation or injury. Cucumber's cooling compounds help reduce that heat and irritation in the renal tissues. I have seen many of my patients respond well to this simple change. One of the things I often recommend, especially for seniors dealing with high creatinine or mild to moderate kidney impairment, is starting their day with cucumber water. After working with kidney patients for over 15 years, I can confidently say that something as gentle as this drink can have a surprisingly positive effect on lab values over time. Now, let's talk about how to actually make it the right way, because doing it wrong can cancel out the benefits. If you want to prepare a kidney-supporting cucumber water, use half of a medium cucumber, slice it very thin without removing the peel, and add it to about 4 cups of filtered water. Include the juice from half a lemon, which adds vitamin C and citric acid to help prevent kidney stones, and around 6 to 8 mint leaves, which add digestive support. Combine all of this in a glass container and let it sit in the refrigerator overnight. The next day, sip it throughout the day either on an empty stomach or at least 15 minutes before meals. This allows your body to absorb the nutrients more effectively and supports hydration first thing in the morning. But just as important as what you include is what to avoid. Do not use pickled cucumbers or any cucumber with added salt, because the sodium content will spike and stress the kidneys further. That is a very common mistake. Also, if you peel the cucumber, you are removing most of the minerals and fiber that are beneficial for your kidneys and digestion. Stick to organic cucumbers if possible, especially when you are using the peel, since conventionally grown ones often come with wax coatings and pesticide residue. Those can add more toxins that your kidneys have to work harder to remove. If organic is not available, make sure to scrub the skin thoroughly under cold running water and soak it for a few minutes in diluted vinegar. Now, how much should you be eating? For most seniors, half to one whole medium cucumber per day is usually ideal. That is around 8 ounces in total, and you can divide that between fresh slices and your infused water. Eating too much of it might cause bloating, especially in people with sensitive stomachs or slower digestion. So start small and see how your body responds. Cucumber is not meant to replace water, but to support hydration and detox alongside your regular fluid intake. Are you already including cucumber in your daily meals, or do you tend to skip it because it seems too plain? Drop a comment below and let me know how you like to eat it. Another point many people miss is checking for wax or shine on cucumbers in stores. That glossy finish often signals wax coating, which is not kidney-friendly. Always choose ones that feel firm, look dark green, and show no wrinkles or soft spots. Avoid bitter-tasting cucumbers as well. Bitterness can signal aging or poor growing conditions, which usually means lower nutritional quality. It is also worth checking labels when you buy pre-sliced cucumbers or cucumber-based drinks. Some store-bought cucumber juices contain added sugars or preservatives that completely defeat the purpose. Now that we have looked at the benefits of this refreshing and hydrating vegetable, let's continue with something that often ends up in the trash, but should actually be on your plate. Moving forward to a kidney healing powerhouse that most people overlook, let's talk about beet greens. Before we continue, I really want to hear from you. Where are you watching from, and what health goal matters most to you right now? If staying strong, sharp, and active as you age is something you care about, go ahead and subscribe and make sure to turn on the bell so you stay updated with every new strategy. Does this kind of content help you feel more in control of your health? Type 1 in the comments if it does, or 0 if it does not. Now let's take a closer look at something most people throw away without realizing how powerful it can be for their kidneys. Beet greens are often ignored in favor of the beetroot, but for kidney support, it is the greens that hold the real therapeutic value. They contain natural nitrate compounds that support better blood pressure regulation by improving the way blood vessels expand. This matters because your kidneys are full of tiny blood vessels, and better circulation helps reduce the pressure that can damage them. In my own practice, I have seen that improving kidney perfusion, or blood flow into the kidney tissues, often leads to more stable creatinine numbers over time. What makes beet greens especially important is their combination of iron, chlorophyll, and magnesium. Iron helps improve oxygen delivery to kidney tissues, chlorophyll supports red blood cell production, and magnesium helps reduce inflammation in blood vessels. Per cup of boiled beet greens, you get about 39 milligrams of magnesium and 15% of your daily iron needs. That may sound small, but in kidney patients, where even slight deficiencies can affect fatigue and oxygen levels, this becomes a powerful nutritional package. How often do you eat beet greens? Do you usually toss them out or cook them separately? Let me know your answer in the comments, because most people are surprised to learn how much benefit they are missing. There is also a small amount of protein in beet greens, about 1.9 grams per cup, which supports muscle maintenance. This is especially useful for seniors with kidney problems, since muscle breakdown can increase creatinine levels and worsen overall outcomes. But like anything, preparation is key. Raw beet greens are high in oxalates, which can increase the risk of kidney stones when eaten too often without preparation. That is why I always recommend lightly steaming them first. A quick 3-minute steam helps break down the oxalates without destroying the minerals. Have you ever noticed a chalky feeling in your mouth after eating raw greens? That often signals high oxalate content. Now let's look at a way to actually enjoy beet greens as part of a balanced, kidney-friendly meal. A simple smoothie made with 1 cup of lightly steamed beet greens, half a banana for potassium and texture, 1/4 of a cucumber for hydration, half a cup of unsweetened almond milk for plant-based calcium, and 1 teaspoon of lemon juice to support natural detox can do wonders. Blend this until smooth and drink it mid-morning when your stomach is not too full. This timing helps your body absorb the nutrients more efficiently and gives your kidneys a light detox boost. Have you tried a beet green smoothie before? If you have not, would you give this one a try? When shopping for beet greens, look for leaves that are rich green and upright. Avoid any that are yellowing, slimy, or limp because those are signs of age and nutrient loss. Also, rinse the leaves very thoroughly. Since greens grow close to the ground, they often carry dirt, pesticide residue, or even small insects. Using a vinegar soak or a gentle vegetable wash can help remove what plain water might miss. Over the past 15 years, I have worked with many kidney patients struggling with anemia and low energy. Once I started including beet greens into their diet rotation, I noticed a steady improvement in their blood counts and general vitality. I never recommend the root alone. The greens are where the therapeutic power lies when it comes to supporting the kidneys and improving blood quality. Now that we have examined the rich, underrated power of beet greens, it is time to move to a crunchy, spicy, and often misunderstood vegetable that offers some remarkable kidney benefits. Let's proceed to radish and see what makes it such a smart choice. Radish might look small and simple, but it holds serious potential for kidney health when used the right way. It helps flush out nitrogen-based waste from the bloodstream, which is vital because your kidneys are constantly working to clear excess nitrogen, mainly from protein breakdown. When waste like urea and creatinine starts to build up, the kidneys can become overwhelmed, especially in early stages of kidney disease. That is why including a natural cleanser like radish 2 to 3 times a week can support your kidneys in keeping waste levels under control without putting pressure on them. Radish is especially rich in compounds called indoles and flavonoids. These are plant-based molecules known for reducing inflammation and oxidative stress in tissues. For kidneys, this means less irritation around the nephrons, which are the microscopic filters that remove toxins from the blood. When these nephrons get inflamed or damaged, your kidney function starts to drop. But research from the National Institute of Nutrition has shown that flavonoids in radish help stabilize these sensitive areas and improve overall filtration. Do you usually include radishes in your meals? If so, how do you prepare them? Each half cup of raw radish contains about 9 calories, which is practically nothing, and around 135 milligrams of potassium. That is a safe amount for most kidney patients, especially compared to other vegetables with much higher potassium levels. Plus, radish is high in dietary fiber. Fiber slows digestion, helps regulate blood sugar, and keeps your gut bacteria balanced, all of which are essential for kidney health. What people often forget is that a healthy gut supports kidney health by breaking down toxins before they reach the bloodstream. Now, let's take a more detailed look at how you can use radish as part of a gentle detox. One of my favorite methods is a radish detox shot. Blend 3 to 4 fresh radishes with 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, half a cup of clean water, and a pinch of turmeric. You only need to take a small amount, about 1/4 cup, just twice a week. This is not meant to be a daily drink. The natural cleansing effect is strong and can sometimes cause discomfort if overused, especially in those with sensitive digestive systems. Lemon supports the liver and adds vitamin C. Turmeric reduces inflammation, and radish supports kidney filtration. Would you be willing to try this kind of shot if you knew it could reduce the toxin load on your kidneys? When choosing radishes, always go for the firm, bright red ones with crisp skin. That tight texture and vibrant color signal freshness, which means more nutrients and fewer losses. Avoid pre-sliced or bagged versions that often have preservatives like citric acid, which can irritate kidneys over time. Instead, buy them whole, rinse thoroughly, and store in the fridge in a breathable bag. If they become soft or dull in color, the antioxidants inside start to break down, reducing their health benefits. Now, moderation is something I want to emphasize here. For people with hypothyroidism, radish should only be eaten 2 or 3 times a week. That is because it belongs to the cruciferous family, and eating it too often raw can interfere with thyroid hormone production. Also, for anyone with irritable bowel issues or gallstones, it is better to cook radish first before eating. Cooking helps neutralize some of the harsher compounds that could irritate the digestive tract. Have you ever noticed bloating or cramping after eating raw radish? If so, switching to cooked might be the better option for you. There are several smart and easy ways to include radish in your meals. You can grate it raw into salads and squeeze fresh lemon over it for a refreshing crunch that also supports digestion. Lightly sautéing radish slices in turmeric-infused ghee adds warmth and boosts anti-inflammatory benefits. Or stir small pieces into a warm lentil stew, which not only makes it easier to digest, but also helps your body absorb the nutrients more gradually. Personally, I have found this last method especially helpful for older patients who cannot handle raw vegetables well, but still need kidney support. From my clinical experience, I can say that radish is excellent for short-term support when creatinine suddenly spikes, like after a salty meal or a day of low water intake. But when used every day without breaks, it can irritate the gut lining and cause more harm than good. Like most powerful plant foods, the real benefit comes with proper timing and balance. Let me know your thoughts. How do you usually use radish at home, or is this vegetable still new to you? Drop a comment below and let us learn from each other's routines. Stay with me, because the final 2 tips are incredibly effective, and I'm pretty sure one of them is something new to you. Now, we advance to a tender green often found in stir-fries but rarely recognized for its kidney benefits. Let's look into bok choy next. Bok choy might seem like just another leafy vegetable, but it brings a rare combination of benefits that are especially helpful for anyone supporting kidney health. It is naturally low in potassium, which makes it a safer option for people with reduced kidney function who need to avoid potassium overload. At the same time, it is high in water, which supports better hydration, and we know that proper hydration directly supports the kidneys in filtering waste without getting overworked. When your kidneys are well hydrated, the nephrons perform their job more efficiently, allowing waste like urea and creatinine to pass through more smoothly. Have you ever paid attention to how much water your vegetables contain and how that might be helping your kidneys without you even realizing it? 1 cup of raw bok choy provides only about 9 calories, so it fits easily into any meal without affecting your energy balance. It contains around 75 milligrams of calcium and nearly 1 milligram of iron per serving. While that might not sound like a lot, what matters more is the form these minerals come in. Bok choy's calcium is plant-based and comes along with vitamin K, which helps your body use calcium more effectively in tissues without overloading your blood or urine with excess minerals. This is important because too much free calcium in the bloodstream can lead to stone formation, while the right kind helps maintain healthy kidney tissue. Iron from bok choy supports red blood cell health, which is often a concern in kidney patients dealing with anemia. Now, let's take a closer look at what makes bok choy stand out for detox support. It contains compounds called glucosinolates, which trigger your liver and kidneys to increase production of certain detoxification enzymes. These enzymes help break down toxins before they accumulate, especially in chronic kidney conditions, where clearance is slower than normal. According to the Indian Institute of Chemical Biology, vegetables like bok choy that contain these sulfur-based compounds help lower systemic inflammation and reduce the toxic burden on kidney filters. Have you ever used bok choy as more than just a stir-fry vegetable? If not, you might be missing out on these deeper benefits. One of the gentlest and most nourishing ways to use bok choy is in a kidney-friendly stew. I often recommend simmering chopped bok choy with half an onion, a celery stalk, 1 garlic clove, and 2 cups of homemade vegetable broth with no salt added. Simmer it for 15 to 20 minutes and drink it warm between meals. This soup is not just easy to digest, it supports the kidneys without overwhelming your system with too many nutrients at once. Garlic in the recipe boosts circulation, while onion and celery help balance fluid levels, which is often a challenge in later stages of kidney disease. Would you try this kind of light soup if it could help support your kidneys with zero heaviness? For added benefit, I suggest combining bok choy with ingredients like ginger or turmeric. Both are natural anti-inflammatories that pair well with bok choy's light flavor and add warmth to your digestive system. Turmeric, for example, contains curcumin, which has been studied by the National Institute of Biomedical Science for its ability to reduce inflammation in kidney tissue. Ginger, on the other hand, improves circulation and helps ease bloating, which can be common when kidney function is compromised. How often do you cook with turmeric or ginger? Would you consider adding it to a stew like this? When buying bok choy, look for bright green leaves with clean white stalks. They should feel crisp and hold their shape. If you see any slimy patches or yellowed areas, skip them because those signs usually mean nutrient loss has already started. And do not forget to wash bok choy thoroughly, especially around the base. That is where soil and grit tend to hide. And if not rinsed properly, it could interfere with digestion. From what I have seen in clinics, patients who start adding properly washed and lightly cooked bok choy to their diet often report better digestion and less bloating within just a week or two. Avoid adding sauces like soy or miso when preparing bok choy, as they often contain high levels of sodium. This extra salt puts unnecessary pressure on your kidneys and can raise blood pressure, which worsens kidney strain over time. Also, do not overboil bok choy. Boiling it too long will cause important nutrients to leach into the water and lose their value. Light steaming or simmering works best. Some people also try eating large amounts of raw bok choy, but that is not ideal. Raw cruciferous vegetables have a mild goitrogenic effect, meaning they can interfere with thyroid function if eaten in excess. So balance is important. Have you ever experienced any symptoms after eating raw leafy greens? If yes, cooking them might be the better way for you. I have personally seen the positive effect of bok choy in patients who are dealing with digestive stress and fluctuating creatinine levels. When inflammation is reduced in the digestive tract, the kidneys feel less pressure, and that shows up in lab results. I would love to hear from you. Have you tried bok choy in your meals before? How do you usually prepare it? Drop a comment below and let us know what works best for you. Now, we shift to our final vegetable in this series. It is sweet, crunchy, and has surprising strength when it comes to reducing kidney inflammation. Let us take a closer look at red bell pepper next. Red bell pepper is more than just a colorful vegetable. It is one of the smartest additions you can make to a kidney-supportive diet. When you eat 1 cup of raw red bell pepper, you get around 3 grams of fiber, nearly 1.5 grams of protein, and a huge dose of vitamin C. In fact, it gives you around 190 milligrams of vitamin C, which is more than double what your body usually needs in a day. This is important because vitamin C is not just an immune booster, it also protects your kidney cells from oxidative damage. Antioxidants like vitamin C help reduce inflammation in the nephron, the tiny filtration unit inside the kidney that often gets damaged first in chronic kidney issues. Have you ever thought of red bell pepper as a healing food for your kidneys rather than just a salad topping? What makes this vegetable even more unique is that it is naturally low in potassium, which makes it safe for people with declining kidney function. Unlike bananas or tomatoes that are packed with potassium, red bell peppers stay in the low range but still offer a high level of flavor and nutrition. On top of that, they contain beta-carotene and lycopene, two powerful antioxidants that support tissue repair and reduce inflammation. Lycopene, in particular, has been studied by the National Cancer Institute for its role in reducing oxidative stress in cells, especially in organs like the kidneys that filter the blood continuously. So every time you eat red bell pepper, you are not just nourishing your body, you are also helping protect delicate kidney structures from further harm. Let's take a deeper look at how red bell pepper acts on a cellular level. These antioxidants do not just stay in the digestive system, they enter the bloodstream and travel to organs where inflammation or oxidative stress is active. In kidney conditions, the nephrons can become irritated by waste accumulation, especially if toxins are not flushed out fast enough. Antioxidants like those found in red bell pepper calm that irritation, allowing the nephrons to function more smoothly and without further scarring. Have you noticed any improvement in your digestion or energy after adding red bell pepper into your meals? If you have, drop a comment below. I would really like to know how your body responds to it. When choosing red bell peppers at the store, go for ones that feel firm and heavy in your hand. Their skin should be shiny and deep red without any soft spots. This usually means they were picked at peak ripeness, which gives you the most nutrients. Pale or wrinkled peppers have already lost a lot of their water and vitamin content. If you are buying pre-cut ones in trays, that is fine too. But make sure you use them within 2 days or they lose their antioxidant power quickly. Also, do not confuse red peppers with green ones. While green peppers have their benefits, they contain far less lycopene and antioxidants overall. Be cautious about jarred roasted red peppers that come packed in oil or brine. These often contain a lot of added salt and unhealthy fats, which are not ideal for people dealing with kidney stress or high blood pressure. Roasting red peppers at home is a better option if you enjoy the smoky flavor, and you can store them in an airtight container for a few days without adding oil or salt. Have you ever made roasted peppers at home, or do you usually buy them ready-made? From what I have seen in patients over the years, red bell peppers are often overlooked, yet they are extremely helpful, especially for seniors who need more energy, better digestion, and stable potassium levels. It is like getting 3 benefits in one vegetable. Let me know your thoughts. Have you used red bell pepper as part of a kidney-focused diet, or are you just starting out? Now, let's finish strong with a habit that works hand in hand with every vegetable we have covered. It is simple, accessible, and something most people do not realize makes a huge difference for kidney function. Let's talk about walking after meals. Many people underestimate how much movement impacts the kidneys, but research from the Mayo Clinic shows that walking for just 15 to 25 minutes after a meal can actually increase blood flow to the kidneys by around 20%. That rise in circulation improves how well your kidneys filter out toxins, which makes every part of your treatment or dietary plan more effective. Have you ever tracked how your body feels after a short walk post-meal? Walking also helps lower insulin spikes that often happen after eating, especially if the meal is high in carbohydrates. When insulin rises too quickly, it can lead to inflammation, and over time, it contributes to poor kidney outcomes. Elevated insulin can increase the amount of creatinine in your blood, which makes your kidney numbers look worse than they actually are. A light walk supports blood sugar balance and reduces the chance of those sudden spikes. Have you noticed your blood sugar or energy levels improving with even small walks during the day? Let's examine how this habit works on a deeper hormonal level. When you walk after a meal, you stimulate not just digestion, but also your parasympathetic nervous system. This system tells your body it is time to rest, digest, and recover, which is exactly what the kidneys need to function properly. Elevated stress hormones like cortisol can interfere with kidney hormone regulation, especially with how your body manages sodium and fluid balance. So, if you deal with bloating or high blood pressure after meals, walking may be more helpful than you realize. Now, let's take a closer look at how to make this routine most effective. You do not need to walk fast, but keep the pace brisk enough that you feel some gentle movement through the hips and legs. Aim for consistency, not intensity. If you are someone who often feels heavy after eating or struggles with post-meal fatigue, try drinking a glass of cucumber water or bok choy infused water before your walk. These hydrating vegetables help thin the blood slightly and support smoother filtration through the kidneys. Do you already walk after meals, or is this something new for you? Drop a comment below and let me know how it fits into your daily routine. Let's take a closer look at what your kidneys will actually benefit from when these steps become part of your routine. Start with daily cucumber detox water. It helps flush toxins, lowers fluid retention, and hydrates without adding sodium. Eat beet greens 3 times a week by steaming and blending them. They boost blood oxygen delivery and support kidney circulation. Add raw or lightly cooked radish to salads for sulfur compounds that lower urea levels and ease liver load. Simmer bok choy in low-sodium soups to reduce inflammation and maintain low potassium. Snack on red bell pepper or blend it into smoothies. It is packed with vitamin C and lycopene that protect kidney cells. Walk for 15 to 25 minutes after meals to help lower creatinine and improve digestion. Always check sodium on labels, rotate vegetables, and buy fresh when you can. Which one will you start with first? Drop a comment below.